So we are here tonight to hear our stellar alumni speak, who are the creative dreamers, the entrepreneurs, the adventurers, the risk takers. What is the one thing that is common to all of them? It is that they are all innovators. 15 years ago, when I was working in Silicon Valley, I observed two very interesting phenomena. The first was that companies were spending millions and millions of dollars focusing, encouraging innovation. On the other hand, they had the sophisticated knack of squelching innovations that didn't fit the organization. What I also found was that while a majority of people were complaining about how the company could not see their ideas, there was this group of people, this group of corporate entrepreneurs who somehow were able to work their magic and get their innovations through. How do they do it? I'm happy to report to you that the past decade of my research has finally borne fruit, and I have the secrets of success for these innovators, which I'm going to be sharing with you tonight in the next 5 minutes. Okay? So what's secret number one? First, the wow factor. Think about any innovator, be it Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, or any of our alumni. They are the architects of the wow magic. What does it mean? How do you create wow? It is you break assumptions of what you think is possible. Tonight, listen to our alumni carefully. When you have a wow moment, it is most likely because they broke your assumptions of what you thought was not possible. Now, how do you break assumptions? How do you create the wow factor? That is secret number two, which is create value in unexpected ways. Now, if you think about it, I have on the side, we have the Walt Disney Company. From mid-1980s to about 2005, when Mike Eisner was CEO of Disney, right? The revenues of Disney went up by 2,000%. It was $1.5 billion in 1984. And in 2005, it was $31 billion in 20 years. And what changed? It was Mike Eisner's brilliance in seeing the value of Disney's old film stocks. Until then, 70% of Disney's revenues were based from the theme park. Mike Eisner found a way where he could use old Disney films and make them into video cassettes that children could watch and that parents could afford. And now you see the mushrooming of Disney everywhere, on Netflix, on Roku, on cable channels, pretty much everywhere. And that was an unexpected way to create value that Mike Eisner found. The next question is, you can find a way to create value, but I can almost certainly guarantee you when you do that, you are going to run into organizational constraints. So how do you deal with that? Which is success number three, the secret number three, navigate organizational constraints by challenging existing practices. One of my innovators working in a large online company, online search company in Silicon Valley, which shall not be named because of my NDA with them, had an idea for an innovation, and he went up to his manager. And his manager said, oh, wait, that's not going to be possible. It's going to take 9 months to do this. And then he showed something. He showed a prototype, not a very good one, but he showed a prototype and said, look, I made this in 9 weeks. Now the manager was intrigued. And then the innovation was successful by breaking assumptions, breaking the practices or what was taken for granted. Perhaps the questions running through your mind now is, yeah, that's all great, but we need resources to make these prototypes. How do we do that? A company is not going to hand you over the resource and say, oh yeah, let's go ahead, go for it, because they don't know if your idea is going to work or not. This is secret number four. No matter what your organization tells you, there is always wasting resources in a large organization. This will be employees probably who are underutilized, right? This could be valuable customers with information, but no one talks to them. This could be space, equipment, whatever it looks like in your context. There is always wasting assets. And it is your ingenuity to find a way to use these wasting assets for productive purposes and use them in innovation. Now, here's one more thing you need to know here. When you're doing that, make sure you tell everyone. You have to let your company know how smart you are. You are using something that is wasting, and you're using it to create value, so make sure you tell everyone. Now, you might ask, that's fine, but what if I need resources that everybody else wants? Right? You're not going to always be able to do with wasting resources. Then tell no one. When you think about innovators going under the radar, stealing, bootlegging, right, forming secret coalitions, asking for forgiveness rather than permission, they want the same resources that everybody else wants. And they do not tell anyone till they have proof of concepts. Do you kind of see how they use different strategies depending on what resources they are using? When you tell everyone and you tell no one, you kind of got to be astute. The next thing is, yes, you've got this. You found a unique way to create value. You found a way to do the prototype, the market validation, whatever you need, and now you go up to your decision makers and say, hey, here's this great innovation, let's do it. What do you think your senior managers are going to say most likely if it doesn't fit what they do? No, it doesn't quite fit what we do. This is when you need secret number 6, which is you have to be a master storyteller. My most successful innovators were those that were able to weave stories about how their innovation fits what the organization does, whether or not it is true. Learn to be a master storyteller. And here is the 7th secret, not so much a secret, but you've heard it before, which is try, 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 and try again. Do not wait for your magnum opus. Do not wait for the stars to align perfectly for you to engage in your innovation. If you talk to successful authors, artists, painters, they will tell you they keep practicing because you are certainly going to fail. And you want to know what's not going to work before you hit at what is going to work. So keep trying, and these are the 7 success secrets of innovators that I've listed. And tonight, as you are listening to our alumni speak, take a moment to see which of these secrets did they use to be successful at what they do, and what are some of the new secrets that you can uncover as you listen to these presentations. With that, I leave you to listen to our stellar alumni speak tonight as they talk about their success stories and how they use their creativity and leadership skills to make that happen. Thank you.